Oh, wait, hang on. I'm forgetting one step. We're almost ready. Gotta click here. And click here. There we go. All right, what is up, everyone? Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully I sound okay. It's been a while since I've done this. I'm actually really excited. I haven't done this in a while. All right, we get some music playing. Okay. Boom. Already scuffed. Uh-oh. Oh, are you saying because I didn't have my Discord up? It's okay. We'll be okay. I hear a boomer. What is this, Left 4 Dead? What's up, Darnsig, Exodus, Abby, Broken Heart? What's up, Creepy Boy VT? Thank you so much for the follow 3 days ago. I'm sorry I wasn't here to say thank you, but I appreciate it. I'm glad you could catch a stream. Okay. Wait, hang on. I am going to listen to myself. It's just because it's been a while. I need to make sure it sounds okay. Okay, unmute Twitch. Test. Okay, unmute Twitch. How do I sound? Okay, it works. How do I sound? Someone's going to say mute mic'd. Mute mic'd? Mic muted. Oh my god. All right, it's over. I can't talk. Hey, I'm doing great, Joe. How are you? Did I ever get my computer working? Yes. The main computer is working. I just haven't been streaming on it because we've been doing a lot of these projects. And as you can see, I've got more to go. Someone else wanted a commission for Rias Gremory from Highschool DXD. I think that's the show. I don't know the character. And I think I showed taking her off of her supports a long time ago. So that's all these parts. They've been cured. Now all we need to do is come in and sand them. And we'll use these sanding needles for the really hard to reach spots. And, well, not this sandpaper because it's kind of rough, but some real sandpaper. And get ready to paint her. Spent all day yesterday decluttering my office, and there's more space in the loft. Are you going to turn the loft into a hangout room? Sorry, reference. No, that's good. It always feels good to get, like, cleaning done and get stuff back into order. It's like a clean room, clean mind kind of thing. Playing Diablo 4, addicting as hell. Yeah, I was kind of burnt out on Diablo 3, so I don't know if I would like Diablo 4. Hopefully this model isn't too spicy for YouTube. Because she's in a bunny suit and bent over. And we've got big boobas. What's up, Pancake? How are you doing? And then weirdly enough, there's a void I'm seeing in the... right here. Oh, it was a spot that didn't get cured because there was probably something on my screen. The new expansion revamped the game, decided to give it a second chance. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm going to get a sanding... I'm going to get a sanding strip, actual sandpaper, and we're going to need a thingy... I missed some supports on this, too. Oh, my gosh. I'm so bad at my job. I'm going to get a little toothpick and dropper for spot curing. Fill in some of these holes. Thankfully, a lot of these holes are not where the model will be visible. But we also need to make sure everything dry fits together, so that's probably going to require some sanding, not standing. What's up, Dave Ski? Going well. We're working on cleaning up Rias Gremory so we can paint her. The stream actually happened. Yep, it did. despite stomach aches. Actually, it's not even that bad, but mild stomach distress, of course, because my body can't just be like, oh yeah, let's be normal. It's like that scene from is it Babadook where the mom screams at the kid, why can't you be normal, and the kid just right back at her. All right, hang on. I'm going to get 3 things. I'll be right back. That's fresh sandpaper, spot curing, and a sanding strip. Hang on. It'd be great if I had everything ready to go, right? Okay. Diablo snore. Yeah, so Rias Gremory, that's what we're working on tonight, Dave Ski. Lack of regular will streams brought me to dark corners of YouTube. I'm sorry to hear that. This is my last sanding strip, so I guess I need to go back to Hobby Lobby to pick these up. But I do have sanding needles. These actually work pretty well. They're better than the Chinese ones I got on Amazon. And then for filling in holes, we'll use a toothpick and a little droplet of resin. And a UV flashlight. So, that's what we got. And our goal tonight is to get her sanded up. Try to dry fit everything together. Try to smooth everything out. My problem is I'm looking at a lot of these pieces and it's like... And she came off the supports kind of rough, unfortunately. So there's going to be some work to get this to look right. There's like a spot on her butt that we have to fill in too. I don't know if the camera will focus on that. There's a spot where the resin didn't fill in. You can see where the layers are. Anyway. Maybe I can't be putting your butt straight up at the camera on YouTube. So yeah, sorry it's been a minute, guys. Things have been crazy over here. I was away for a week for a work training thing, and it was just hard to get back into a regular routine. Just being away for a week for travel. And then I'll also admit, Slay the Spire 2 came out, and I've been playing that with my wife, like, on all the free time I get. So, just been playing other games. And a lot of Dota 2. But we'll, I have a lot of projects. I have a 7-piece order that I'm almost done printing. So the next part's going to be doing things like this, where we clean up the pieces, sand them, cure them. So that'll probably be the next. Can be the kind of content you can expect, is a lot of 3D printing stuff. So we'll clean up those orders, get them ready to be shipped out. And then Rias will work on painting her, and then I have Guts, which we'll probably work on a little bit tonight too. He's not as messy as she is, but there's going to be some work that needs to be done to his parts too. Cure them? Are they sick? That's what alchemists do. They go around curing people. We streamed Octopath Traveler. But yeah, as far as my free time's been, or even my evening times, I did sign up at my gym to do personal training 2 times a week, but then like 2 coaches quit at my gym, so I've had to like bounce around which days I train on. So I unfortunately haven't had any stability outside of work hours, and then work hours, I had a coworker get fired, so I've had to pick up some of the slack in his territory, but his territory is 2.5 hours away, so I've been just driving so much. I mean, you drive like 5 hours a day, you get home, go to the gym, come home, shower, eat dinner, and then it's like 9 o'clock, and it's like, I just want to play Slay the Spire and go to bed. Like, there's just, the drive to stream was almost snuffed out, but we're back. The 3D printing stuff's been going so good, so I'm just gonna focus on this for now. And even if it's only, hopefully you guys will forgive me if it's only for like an hour a night or something, but we're gonna work on stuff. And even if I'm not working on orders, there's been so many models, even just for the month of May, that have come out that I really want to print. Not even paint them, but like print them and have them ready for the store. So I hope to show off a lot of 3D printing stuff going forward. Do I get reimbursed for gas? Yes, thankfully. But I don't want to turn this into a business meeting stream where I'm just telling you guys everything that's going on. Or all the negative behind the scenes stuff. But no, I will not be opening Pokemon cards. Though I do like the whole idea of ripping and shipping. That seems pretty cool. I mean, I don't have any cards. And if I did do a pack opening, it'd probably be Magic the Gathering. But I don't even know if people in my audience would want that. It feels like for pack opening, you'd have to have... That'd have to be your channel. It just feels weird to do pack opening and not be a channel dedicated to that. Sorry, I should have a brush for cleaning off dust. I don't know where it is. You can tell I'm so ready to stream tonight. Hang on one second. But finishing Gigi, even though it took a while, I felt really good afterwards. So I'm excited to get more painting done. And I'll probably be more motivated, so I'll probably work on the paintings more frequently. So it'd be cool to, like, if I could get down to, like, a model a month versus the nearly 6 months it took me to finish a Gigi. But unfortunately, a lot of the Gigi stuff was just getting in my own head and doubting myself and not giving it enough time. I did remember to stream before May ends. There was a contest for YouTube partners where I could have gotten some like free YouTube swag if I streamed. I think it was, I had to stream like 15 times in May, which, you know, that's like, I can't do the math right now. Once every other day, I guess. Maybe it wasn't even 15. Maybe it was only 10 times. but very clearly did not participate in that contest. Which makes me feel bad because the last contest was pretty cool. It was for YouTube Shorts, and I got a YouTube sweater out of it. Blue Moon is out tonight. Be sure to check it out. Ooh, okay. Hopefully I can see it from where I'm at. It's cloudy in your area. Dang, that sucks. Sucks for wanting to see things like that. Yeah, this big order. Hey, what's up, Kuro? It is the Alchemist guy. How are you doing? This big order I'm printing is almost done. But it's also been helpful too, because I've been like, oh, I don't know if my one printer can keep going, and it's been going fine. I had like 2 parts have some issues with them, and I troubleshot them and got them to fix. So that cookie looks completely inedible. Oh, good thing it's not a cookie. Cyberwolf resubscribed, 22 months, 3-month streak. Thank you so much, dude. Almost 2 years. Can you believe it? Also, what's up, Chest High Wall? Guys, there's been so much that's happened. The Boys finally ended. Chest High Wall's presence here reminded me of The Boys. And how we took such a great premise and ruined it. Yep, Boys is finally done. That ending was horrendous and rushed. It was an alright way to end it. I don't know about I mean, if you're okay with it being rushed and no power scaling, and certain plot lines just like developed and completely dropped within the same season. Annoyed it's getting a bunch of spinoffs. Yeah, that's like the safest criticism I've seen for Kripke. Is the reason why The Boys finale sucked is because his attention was drawn to too many other side projects. But I feel like if you wanted to try to mimic the MCU, that you would have given the girls from Gen V more of a showing in season 5. Same thing that happened with Game of Thrones. Yep. We blew our budget on actor salary. We don't care. We got a spinoff. So we're approved for more money. We're going to get paid no matter what. Like, it must be nice to be an executive or a director or producer for this crap. The fact that Homelander sent not Elon to space in half a second, but during the fight he was so slow, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, and then also the fact that this is after Homelander took the Super V compound that's supposed to make him God, which was the whole reason why he wanted to become God, and then for some reason he's weaker than before. But the other thing in that episode, too, is it's like they didn't know how to kill O-Father, so they're like, hey, here's the indestructible ball gag for O-Father. And then of all characters, they have Mother's Milk, who's a neat freak, like a germaphobe, pick it up and slam it in that guy's mouth in the hopes that it blows up his own head like, was it Black Adam from the Doctor Strange movie? I can't remember what movie it was. That was the Strange movie, right? But then it's like, so did this guy have his ball gag just like hanging out? And Mother's, like, it doesn't even show Mother's Milk grabbing it. It just shows, like, it just appears in his hands and over the guy's mouth in a second. Black Bolt. What was I? Black Adam was completely wrong. You're right. It was Black Bolt. Fake fan over here. Was Butcher's tumor a hallucination? Dude, the tumor thing is such a horrible a horrible rewrite. The Butcher having powers mimicking Homelander. It just shows them being like two sides of the same coin. You know, so it was like, from like a literary point of view, it was like a really cool thematic choice. And then they turn him into a hentai monster. It just doesn't make sense. And like, it's not Scorched Earth if neither of them go Scorched Earth. Like, Scorched Earth would be Butcher taking the Temp V, especially at the end after, like, you know, his son rejects him, his mission is done, Homelander's dead, and then, like, his dog dies, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna get juiced up on Temp V and kill everyone. Like, man, that could have been a cool ending. But no, it's like we forgot Temp V even existed. Sister Sage getting off scot-free pissed me off. Chicks started work camps and death camps and she tips her hat and leaves. She was just like... I honestly believe season 5 could have been the exact same if you just didn't put Sister Sage in at all. Like, she brought nothing to the table. Temp V were the laser eyes, the tentacles was the result of using Temp V too much. Right, I understand, because at the end of season 3 they explained that Temp V gave him cancer. But if he's going Scorched Earth and it's like Man on Fire, it's, I don't care what's going to happen to me. You know? Nah, I don't think there was actual... Huey had a vial of Temp V left. What happened to that? Oh, there's a plot thread that's left dangling. Queen Maeve celebrating Butcher killing Homelander. Sure, yeah. We couldn't bring her back, though, to see her reaction to the news. It's a shame. Like, it's just a shot of her and her wife out in hiding, completely unpowered, and just... You're like, oh, it's over. Give her some closure. I mean, I guess she got the best ending at the end of season 3. It is a shame that, like you said, Exodus, that the Gen V characters didn't get more showing. What happened to Queen Maeve? At the end of season 3, they have a fight between Homelander, Soldier Boy, and Butcher, and Queen Maeve is there too. And she gets caught in a Soldier Boy blast and loses her powers. She was like the Wonder Woman clone of the boys. Boys should have ended after season 3. Yeah. Make sure this isn't too rough. There's a couple of spots from the supports. I mean, you can see the ratings on the boys dipped hard after season 3. One analysis I saw pointed out is like they shifted the show from being like everyone against Vought to everyone against Homelander. And I think the show worked better as everyone hating against Vought. Because, you know, Vought made Homelander. They're the true villains in all this. And the actor who played Stan Edgar, he would have been a great villain. And they never killed him off. He just gets to go right back to doing what he was doing. I don't know. It also feels a little cheap to like, try to steal some of the comic book ending, even though you did so much stuff away from the comic books. And then like you tease a fight on the lawn of the White House, but everything happens within the White House, or just one room. At least the Deep had a good death, or ironic. Okay, the Deep fight doesn't make sense. Why did Starlight take the Deep to the ocean? She knows from his name that he has water powers. Allegedly. We never see him do anything other than talk to fish. But she flies him to the ocean, and she can't know that he's like on watch, that the fish hate them and they're gonna kill him. So like, yeah, it's ironic he dies to all the fish, but like Starlight had no clue about any of that. This is like one of the more contrived offings there. Because she has plot armor, yeah. That actor did the Deep very well, though. She took them in there because the scene had to happen. Yeah. She read the script, that's why. Samuel L. Jackson as the shark was hilarious. Yes. That was absolutely hilarious. Because Samuel L. Jackson gets eaten by a shark in another movie. Haven't you seen... Is it... Wow, I can't remember the line. What's up, Orpheus? How are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. It has been a tick. I've been busy, unfortunately. But I was happy to see Jenkins uploaded another Herald review, so I'm glad that he's doing well. I found a new position 4 to play in Dota, and I am loving the game again. I had a question about someone in the chat. Oh, okay. Do I remember Onion the Red? In Jenkins' chat? No. Sorry. Just cure this up a little bit. He's from Iran. Haven't heard from him in a really long time. I'll keep my eye out. I know things are crazy over there. The thing about the Deep I didn't like was him being in love with an octopus. I don't care what he's supposed to be like Aquaman. It was very weird. The Deep was a weird character, but I mean, we're supposed to hate him because he does horrendous things to, I guess, fish and humans. So, I guess he also has a good ending where Homelander's just like, I don't kill you because you're so pathetic. It was like, okay, good. Just really crushed this guy's entire reality. New Noir was wasted potential. I think so, yeah. But it looks really cool. Thanks. It's gonna be a sexy anime lady if I do it right. But we gotta... That still looks too wet. Hopefully it doesn't take me 6 months like the other project did. I think Guts will be easier too. Part of the reason why Gigi took so long was just like yellow and orange paint. It just takes so many layers to get the right color. And then I think I got in my own head about how long it was going to take and it just delayed it more. Yeah, I'm making Guts, and Guts will be a giveaway when I finish painting him. His colors will be more normal, so I think it'll be a bit easier to finish. Golden Age Guts. He still has both eyeballs. But it's a huge model. He's like 15 inches tall. And the artist that made him was also made a Casca and a Griffith, so you can get all three of them and have them stand together. Yeah, 15 inches of guts, like the the Marvel Rivals meme. Was it 15 inches of venom? Oh, it was 17 inches. Of course, Shaq knows. Get it right. Shaq the size queen. Also, what's up, Shaq? I've returned to Minnesota. Well, how was your trip? All right, we're going to sand the pegs down to get these to fit in the holes, right? You got a girlfriend out of it? Hell yeah. This is one of the things I didn't do a super good job of on Gigi was dry fitting everything. So we're going to have to make sure all these pegs line up. My name is Ekum. Ekum Bokum. Shaq, thank you so much. Wait, the translate must be doing that weird. That's what that translate symbol is. Shaq, thank you for re-upping your membership. 15 months now. Thank you so much for the support. Mine's been a little bro paints Warhammer models. Oh, cool. He's good, so I told him, hope he hops on. Yeah, that'd be cool if he checks out the channel. I used to play Warhammer, and then I played War Machine, so I've done model painting, and a lot of the techniques for that I kind of bring to this, because it's just plastic, just bigger pieces of plastic. Okay, let's see how these... line up. Oh, this one's crunchy. I play a little bit of Helldivers too, just like a mission here and there. But yeah, I am pretty excited for the Helldivers 2 Warhammer collab. And then also, hey, what's up, Insectoid? Also, Darktide's getting a new class too. I haven't played Darktide though since they did the Beyond the Hive missions, so I haven't seen what the open objectives look like. It's been a minute since I played Darktide. But yeah, exciting over there for those games. Oh, is that the game you gifted me, Cyber? That does look like fun. The new Friend Slap game. I like how Friend Slaps become... thank you for the gift. I'm sorry I haven't accepted it yet. I do like the term Friend Slap. Yeah, we're getting a Warhammer collab for Helldivers. And then a new character for Darktide. Did they say what the new character is? Did they confirm it's a Skitarii? Or is that what everyone is guessing? I also don't know what we're getting in the Warhammer collab for Helldivers. It could be more Imperial Guard, which would make sense for the Helldivers. But it would be cool to have like an actual bolter in the game instead of the knockoff bolter we have. Or maybe some new vehicles. I wouldn't say no to a chainsaw sword. They already kind of have the chainsaw sword, unfortunately, though. It's in the, I think, the jungle warbond, but it's a chainsaw at the end of like a stick. But I've always found melee and Helldivers to be pretty jank. I never focus on it. Acadian tank would be sick, yeah. Yeah, kind of like a chain spear, I guess. Almost like one of those pruning tools that you would use to like trim a tree. But you can use it as a melee weapon. I do think like a power armor call down could be a pretty neat power up. I mean, they already have like jetpacks and robotic or like AI dogs that shoot stuff for you, and the blink, the portable wormhole, the portable hell bomb. Like, I'm surprised we don't have like a juggernaut suit as a call down in Helldivers. I mean, you have the exosuit, but I'm thinking something a little bit more compact than like the knockoff dreadnought. Hey, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Take it easy, Orpheus. Good luck writing your JoJo fanfic. Why not a priest stratagem? What do you mean by priest stratagem? It's funny when you can tell a guy starts hiding a game. I'm curious what game you're referring to, because I saw one clip from today's stream. Oh, the new 007? Wait, does he hate it? I thought it was good. Wasn't it getting good reviews? Kai likes it. He's finishing it tonight. Is it too difficult, or is it like too woke, or like what is his problem with it? Oh, the old man, yeah. One of his thumbnails is "This is modern slop." Reviews don't matter. Low dollar equals bad. Oh, he's not getting the support, guys. I would trust him to be an expert on modern slot because he seems to just always pick slop games and hates them. Like, didn't we already quit Subnautica, right? That didn't get a second day. What games did he like? What games has he liked? What games has he beaten? We're halfway through the year, right? June's tomorrow? I need to find that chart of like how many games he's played versus how many he's beaten. It's got to be bad. Pokemon? Yeah. He finished Fire Red, though, so we got to find a new Pokemon game to grift cards off of. Oh, he did like the Dragon Quest remake, surprisingly. But no one in his chat asked for that. He was forcing that on them. Okay, I see where these are stuck. He's playing Champions later tonight. That's not a traditional Pokemon game. Champions is like Showdown, isn't it? He's gonna get thrashed in that. And isn't there like time limits to taking the turn too? So chat can't like play for him, right? He's gonna get demolished. Hey, what's up, Kadon? How are you doing? Do I expect him to know that? He's played Champions. That's why I expect him to know what it is. Can't wait for Fortune's Weave. He's not... I think he's already shot down playing Fire Emblem. And the only reason why I know that is because I went to Swollen Dingus. And I was like, hey... Hey, he's confirmed he's not playing Fire Emblem. Which is crazy that this guy will play Dragon Quest and not Fire Emblem. He's played Symphony of the Night too. Yeah, I thought Dude was mentioning Symphony of the Night when he's talking about the guy hating a game immediately. Like, he gets through the whole opening sequence to Symphony of the Night, runs into a character that one-shots him, and he's like, oh, wait, I didn't save the game. And he has to do the whole opening intro again. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. It's just so funny to think about. I mean, I haven't played Symphony of the Night, but it's just... Oh, just so good to think about. Wait, he's played Symphony of the Night before? So this isn't a blind playthrough. He's played this before and he still doesn't know what he's doing? I didn't realize that. I thought the reason why he was playing this is because he hasn't played it before. Are we so out of ideas that we're going back to classics? And pretending like... Oh my god. He played it a million years ago and never finished. Yeah. Why is this... I might have to reprint this part. It warped kind of weirdly on this edge. Yeah, he died before the first save point. He didn't get past the castle flip. That is... I've not played Symphony of the Night, so I can't like criticize too harshly. But it's just, there's so many new games that have come out and so many games that he skipped. I just can't believe that we're plumbing the records of games I've never beaten before playing anything new. I don't know. I personally, I would rather play Symphony of the Night. That sounds... I had so much fun with Portrait of Ruin, I'd rather play something like that. And if Symphony of the Night is closer to like Bloodstained, which I believe it is, because I think Bloodstained is just like a rip of Symphony of the Night, I think I would have fun like collecting the different weapons, leveling up my spells, that kind of stuff. Symphony of the Night was the blueprint for Metroidvania. Yeah, then I'd probably really like Symphony of the Night. I'll like Dawn of Sorrow. Maybe. Yeah, I have the other two games in the Dominus collection. You're absolutely correct. We just got to get through all of our 3D printing obligations. Wait, hang on. That sounded better. Did this finally snap in right? No. Why isn't this... Yeah, I don't think this printed right when I made it. I do owe you Hitman, probably. Like, I'm trying to get it to go flush in here so you guys can't see the peg from the front. Oh yeah, let me know when the Castle Crashers collab is going on. I really like the avatar you made for me. Guys, we're going to be replaying OG Demon Souls to prove I was not cheating. It would be easier for him at this point to just admit to that he was cheating. Like when all that math came out from the guy... I unfortunately can't remember the dude the channel name that made that video. But no, we just always got to be correct. It's the guy. Yeah, I also want to finish Final Fantasy Tactics, and I also want to play Devil May Cry 5. There's a lot of games to play. But I think we're going to focus on obligations, the Etsy store first. Gotta wait for Crag to get her night done? Okay, cool. Am I polishing a jawbone? No, it's the frill for a bed. So, heart-shaped bed. And then we have... Yeah, I do think this warped when it printed. I'll find some way to fix this. Or just reprint it. Why isn't this... So, it's the trim on the bed. But I'm trying to get it to go a little bit more flush so you don't have this gap. But I don't think it printed correctly. It's not as snug as I would like. And despite sanding, I can't get it to click correctly. So we're just we're sanding down the pieces to make it fit right. But I don't think it's... I might just reprint it because it's... So like the bed is flat, right? This piece is flat. But when you look at the top of this, does it curve or am I just like blind? Yeah. Anyway. We're just working on making sure everything fits. Recently played all 4 mainline DMC games. Weird that it went from 1 to 3. See, I didn't think 2 was that bad. And then I also feel really bad that Lucia never made another appearance. She was such a cool character. I mean, there were things I disliked about 2, but I can see why it's the weakest, but I don't think that makes it a bad game. I think it follows the formula just fine. Hey, what's up, Daigera? How are you doing? Oh, well. If I have to reprint it, it's not the end of the world. There's some tricks I've learned since I printed this model, so reprinting it, I could probably get it to dial in and fit better. But I'm still going to try tonight. Don't breathe this. The old Will It Blend channel. Rocky's doing good. He's asleep on the couch behind me. But 14 and still really healthy. She shows up in the book prequel to DMC5 but she can't leave the island. Oh. That's what's up, TWO. That's most definitely what's up. Okay, hang on. Did I unlock? Okay, no, maybe I did. Did or didn't? Okay, all right. I think we got this half actually on there pretty good. I can't see the peg. But the problem is now that that half fits, this half doesn't fit. So we're going to have to keep sanding. Actually, no, hang on. I just got it to fit. No, okay. Unfortunately, though, you can still... I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. This finger. That gap shows the peg. The gap's too big. Long story short. So we'll just keep sanding, but I got one half to fit correctly, so we're on our way. I think it also helped if I sand down the pegs more too. The cardinal sin of Devil May Cry 2 is not having Dante be impaled by his own sword. It's so funny. I made a YouTube short of that moment because I cracked up laughing when it happened in my playthrough and published it as a short. But now anytime anyone publishes a short of Dante getting impaled by his sword, YouTube's like, hey, this person might be stealing your content. And I'm like, no, they're not. I don't own the clip, YouTube. But it's like, do you want to copyright that? I was like, no. But every time, like, I know when another creator, and it doesn't matter if they're like 18 subs or 18,000 subs, anytime anyone plays Devil May Cry 1, YouTube's like, hey, this guy, he played this clip. Like, yeah, it's part of a whole game, YouTube. It was just one moment that was really funny. Actually had a lot of funny moments. I didn't realize my wife had played Devil May Cry 1, so I don't know how we got on the topic of it. I think we were just talking about voice acting in general, but I mentioned the the ending. Oh, we were talking about the different... Okay, I remember now. We were talking about the different girls in Devil May Cry, and I mentioned Lucia, and then she was like, I don't remember her. I didn't play 2. I only played 1. So we were talking about Trish, and then the ending with Trish, where it's like, I was supposed to fill your dark soul with light. The voice crack that made it in the final edit, just so funny. Man, I just wish I had Pokemon cards. It'd be more fun to crack some packs. I did like how he described it as being addicting. It's like, yeah. I loved opening packs when I played Magic the Gathering. It can be addicting. The Devil May Cry 5 sword impale scene. Oh, I haven't. When we stream that game, we'll see it. Oh, hang on. I think I know why this isn't working. Is there wet resin in there? That's a problem. Oh, my grandkids live long enough to see you play it. It's probably been a while since I played 4, but I do want to play 5. I don't know. I've also just thought about playing nothing but RimWorld. It's like, not worry about new releases. Just play the new DLCs and new mods that people come out with. Okay. I think there's uncured resin in this hole. That's why it's been acting weird. Because every time I push it in there and pull it out, it comes out wet. And that's not good. But I also don't know how it's been wet because it's I've had this sitting around for so long. No, it definitely is wet. That's so strange. Hey, what's up, Mercenary? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. Job market still sucks with all the phantom job listings. Dude, it's crazy what's out there, right? Like, on one hand, you have people saying no one wants to work. And then on the other hand, you have a bunch of companies putting fake AI, fake listings out there to train AIs on the job market. Nothing wrong with marrying yourself to a game. I mean, I play a lot of RimWorld behind the scenes. It's just for streaming reasons. I've always thought about just grabbing a game and going with it. It'd be better for the channel. I've been, thinking about algorithm stuff a lot because of the guy and how the algorithm learns. And if you're a variety creator, the algorithm just isn't like, I don't know who to recommend you to. So it's just harder to get discovered. Whereas if you have a body of work that's consistently the same, then it's easier for the algorithm to be like, oh, this is the guy that does this content, I can recommend it to people that like this stuff. Hey, you can't see the hole anymore. And we just had to trim down the pegs a little bit. Take the peg down a peg. All right. I hate sanding. This is the worst. Ugh. I'm gonna be like Square with the Kingdom Hearts releases. I don't know. Variety is more fun. I think I would just get bored if I tried to be a channel that was like, hey, I'm only going to do this and only this. I don't know. The reason why I was thinking about it is, the guy's had tried doing his edited videos, which were totally not edited by Lumix, but they stopped coming out right when Lumix got in a car accident. But, I think he's going to quit the edited videos because he's not getting a whole lot of... He's not getting the views that he wants on it. But you think about this, how old is his current YouTube channel? Let's say 15 years, right? Hey, what's up, Reggie? How's it going? And for the last 15 years, he's been uploading VOD clips to his channel. 10-minute increments, 1-hour increments. So what has he, for 15 years, was he trained the algorithm on? Oh, that this is just a video game VOD channel. Nothing for reviews, nothing for coverage. So when he uploads the new videos, they're supposed to be like edited highlights, edited clips. Clips? Why did I say the first word? Getting ready for a night jog. Hell yeah. So these poor videos are getting rated against the thousands of VODs that exist on his channel. And so YouTube's been trained like a dog for the last 15 years to just be like, oh yeah, this is a VOD channel. So it's only recommending his videos to people who want to watch VODs, which is not a big following on YouTube because it's, pretty lazy content. If I were an algorithm, I would give up on him. Yeah, and then here's other things too. It's okay, so maybe you are someone who doesn't mind watching VODs. You like having a stream on in the background for the noise or whatever. And then it's Well, what games do you want to hear? Okay, well, I like fighting games. Well, I gave up on fighting games. Okay, I like Demon Souls. Okay, well, I played Elden Ring once and gave up on it. You know, I played Night Rain a few times and gave up on it. Like, you know, it's not even the same genres anymore, because then it's like Truck Sim, and then Subnautica, and then Pokemon. And, like, he's just bouncing all over the place. So yeah, it'd be easier to grow, just like lock in one channel. I've thought about, like, I don't have the time or the energy to do it, but it's like, if I was to make a new YouTube channel, I would just pick one game to just go all in on, and that channel is my, you know, let's say Slay the Spire channel. You know, I wouldn't do anything else but Slay the Spire on that channel. Or Dota. Or Elden Ring. Alright, these are on the bottom of the bed, so I'm not going to be too worried about how these look. I just want them to be sanded so they're smooth and they fit. But if they have holes in them, I'm not going to care, because these are not going to be viewed. Am I up to date on the minifig situation? Is this the whole, like, $20,000 YouTube Lego stuff that got stolen? I have not been following this, but it's been on my feed. Unfortunately, I've been busy the last couple of days, so I haven't been able to sit down and, like, catch up on it. You know, and that's why the old channel went well. Did I say 20,000? I meant 200,000. See, the old channel went really well because it was, you know, focused in on one topic, the guy. So it was easy for my channel to, like, the algorithm be like, okay, this is for anyone who wants to watch guy content, and maybe other lolcows might come over. But I don't know. The 3D printing, the painting stuff's been going well, so. You know, I used to think it was annoying back in the day when everyone made, like, this channel's my vlogging channel, this channel's my react channel, this channel's my gaming channel, this channel's this channel, you know, my collab channel. It makes sense for the algorithm because, you know, I don't know why that almost flew out of my hand. Everything has its own lane, and the algorithm knows what to recommend to other people. I noticed his edited videos have Jeremy-like titles. With Pokemon, we all know GoFundMe is next. That June Dot gave him all the new ideas. I don't know. But if he watched... Oh, no, he did watch the Jeremy documentary. He saw Jeremy do the business-style meeting streams. So I think now, instead of being like, oh, I shouldn't be discussing this stuff with my audience, I think he'll, like, double down on it now. I think is what we'll see. Guys, I really need you to buy some coffee. You should not let the algorithm rob you of the fun of creating. No, I work a full-time job, so I'm not going to do anything. I barely stream enough as it is, so I'm not too worried about it right now. There was probably a point in time where I'd be worried about, oh god, my numbers aren't right, I'm not growing fast enough. Now I'm on the complete opposite side where I'm just like, the numbers are the numbers. I need to do this just for fun. And it's like what happened with the old channel, you know? Like, and I'm like following what Medicare said. It's like, hey, when this stops being fun, like, what are you doing it for? Like, yeah, I do this for fun, and I want it to stay fun. Yeah, and it's good. I do need people to give me shit for mentioning and worrying about numbers. I mean, for all the worrying I've done about numbers, the number one thing I could have done is, like, make more content. And I just have so much stuff on, like, the cutting room floor that I've never done. And it's like, oh, if I actually just went back and finished these projects, I'd get more views and get more subscribers. But nope, I didn't do it, so I only have myself to blame. And, well, I didn't have the time or the motivation, so oh well. What is this part? This is her That's her butt. Those are her boobs. So she sits on the bed like, you can see where the boob dents are. So she's gonna be like this. Like that. And then you can see where, so there's one arm, there's the other arm, and then she has her feet, one leg here and one leg up. So that's how that all's gonna go. But yeah, if I was going to do this for a job, then it would be like, yeah, pick one game, pick one genre, pick one niche. I'd just like focus in on that super hard. And then once you get like established, you could branch off and do other things, but you got to keep the main funnel open. But yeah, YouTube doesn't really emphasize variety growth. It's, you know, it's just not designed to do it. The other thing it does reward, though, is consistency. The other channel, my old channel, where I was uploading weekly, man, was that some good growth. I just don't have the energy to do that now. But if I could get back to that, man, that would be cool. Oh my God, am I falling down the trap that I set for myself not to turn into a business style meeting stream, and here I am talking about the ins and outs of YouTube creation. They did have a hey, what's up, Nabil? How are you doing? I've seen someone says the only difference between people that become CEOs and people that full-time YouTubers is capital. I think about that a lot, really. I mean, running a YouTube channel is like running a business. I mean, you have your viewers, which are your customers. You have to make a product, the stream and the video. You have to market and pay taxes. Yeah, we're gonna make these boobs nice. Or try to, at least. Unfortunately, they have a lot of support marks on them, which make them bumpy. We don't like that. Just put some liquid resin down. We'll use our UV flashlight, cure the resin, and then sand it smooth again. But we don't want any layer lines. We don't want any support markings. We just want smooth boobs. I'm gonna give it 30 more seconds. I don't know if I did it enough. The numbers don't matter on YouTube anyway. All the big people are botting, and now they're getting caught for botting, and now they're freaking out. I think it was more than the negative. These people are psychos. Oh, fair enough. So many people you interact with on Twitter are bots anyway. So, subscriber counts, follower counts, none of it matters. Big channels are faking it. Smaller channels are getting propped up by scammer bots sliding in your DMs. Yep, just have fun. I'm not gonna let niching down take away my fun. So even though I'll probably do a lot more 3D printing stuff, I'll still play games. Because I have games I want to finish. like tactics. But with how crazy my schedule is, things might just be like it'll be a mental shift for me, because for me it's like if I stream, I want to have 2 to 3 hours to do a stream. But I might have to just get into a mental shift where it's like, hey guys, I got an hour, let's work on a project, or let's get one mission done. But I mean, it just happens when you get older and you get more responsibilities, and this isn't my full-time job, so I'll just squeeze it in when I can. But I think that'll be the shift, is I'll try to stream more frequently, just that it'll just be smaller, slightly shorter. That does sound like business meeting stuff. Didn't Twitch implement a viewer cap? Yes. I don't know if it was for 8 of the top 20 streamers, but I did see a lot of people. And that's why I love the career path I'm trying to work on right now. None of this performance. And be best friends with people you don't like. Yeah. No, I'm quite lucky that my job is just full of people I really enjoy working with. Everyone seems very smart and very friendly and very engaged. And I actually feel like an imposter sometimes. I have that strong imposter syndrome at my job, where it's like, okay, I think I'm smart, but man, these guys are smarter than me. And I like to think sometimes I'm nice, but like, I have my limits, and then these people are nicer than me, and it's like, wow, okay. And then yeah, it's humbling to work with them. So I just try to learn and absorb as much from them as I can. Though I did get to have like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast moment at an account where a topic was being discussed, and it was a topic I actually had knowledge on from a previous job, so I was able to like jump in and be like, well, you need to consider this and do this, and this might help, and work towards a solution. Okay, we'll get the other boob nice and smooth and sanded. Then I have this part full of other boxes. Why do I keep swapping words around? This box full of other parts, not this part full of other boxes. What is wrong with me? Streaming's hard. I took too much time off. I forgot how to talk. I did have one of the statues I printed for myself and painted for myself explode. And that was because I didn't clean out all the resin inside the cavity. A lot of these parts are hollow. And if you don't drain the resin actually off-gasses, and the gas can build up and eventually rupture and destroy the part. And that's what happened to me. So I had a model. I guess I didn't empty her leg. So, like, her leg cracked at her hip, and I went to like, touch it, to, like, oh, why is that bent and cracked? And I went to, like, try to tweak it back into place, and just that little bit of was enough for it to just, it just burst out of the socket. And I was like, oh, and then it, like, leaked down my hand. I was like, oh, my God. So, lesson learned there. I think I had someone in my chat one time who was like, hey, what do I do if my model is leaking? Yeah, leaking is bad, but also not like fully draining. Can be bad for these too. But I've had this sitting around for a few months, I would hope. Plus, I've refined my technique since then too, so everything should be... I missed one spot on her boob. Work in tech support, let me tell you, no LLM can handle people throwing a tantrum. Job security. Yeah, but unfortunately that means you have to deal with crappy customers. Oh, D-Scythe, what's up? 5 stream watch streak. How are you doing tonight? Taking a break from the Pokemon champions? Speaking about not having enough time, I can't believe the guy, will stream for 5 hours. And, we only get 2 hours of gameplay, maybe, in 5 hours. Has he even started gameplay yet? I don't know. I can't watch. I only have one monitor on this computer, so I can't. I'm already took up with my own OBS and chat and stuff, so I can't, I can't check. I can't follow. Sanding sticks I didn't know existed. So, UV flashlight. This was like $6 at Hobby Lobby. You could probably find it on Amazon. But also, Hobby Lobby had sanding needles. This was $5 for the entire pack, and you get 3 different grits: 150, 240, and 320. I couldn't tell you which color is which grit. I'm wearing gloves, so I can't feel either. Okay, the black is the 320. I can tell by looking up closely now. This is pretty smooth. Yeah, that's coarse. Ow. Okay, yeah, these are actually rough to hold. And then these are, so this must be 150. These are, it's like holding a rock, not like a, yeah, that's rough. Not pleasant. Hatchet D, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. But yeah, UV flashlight has been super nice. And Hobby Lobby also has these sanding strips too, which is also convenient when working with small pieces. I was watching Symphony of the Night, came here to watch the taste out of my mouth. Yeah, welcome. I didn't get to catch much of it. I was trying to watch a little bit of it before my stream, but I didn't get past the pre-stream. Yeah, I don't think Pokemon Champions is going to last long, but what will last long is if it enables pack opening. So she has a couple of pillows that go on the bed here. Just like that. So we have another pillow. It's supposed to fit like that. We'll just sand it to make sure it's smooth. He should make a separate YouTube channel where he does his workouts on. I think that could be interesting content. Yeah. It's also crazy looking at other channels that are similar size to him. And the view counts are nothing similar. There's a Dota streamer I watch, or I'll say content creator because he does more than just stream, but his name's BSJ. I think it stands for Banana Slam Jammer or something like that, but he does like coaching streams for people to play the game and then like guide videos afterwards. And like every video this guy uploads, I mean, he's 175,000 subs, but every video this guy uploads is easily over 100,000 video views in a week. You know, niched down to just Dota 2. But, you know, consistently uploading. Just wild to see. Did you see him get destroyed by the wolf in Symphony of the Night, or did you tune out before then? Got destroyed by the wolf and forgot to save in the very beginning of the game. I'm surprised he didn't bring on like his usual excuse of saying beginner's trap. Did I? No. Okay. Thought this got ruined on something. Okay, so we need to get these parts to mate together. You can see there's a bit of the gap from the top. So we'll probably need a sand. You can see where her arms are going to go, I think. Oh, okay. She's more tilted forward like this. Obviously, her ass would be more in the air. But you work on getting these two to fit up. It'd be cool to get through these models more quickly because one of my favorite artists, Bulkamancer, put out an Asuka this month and a Melania from Elden Ring. And for a personal project, I had bought some clear red resin to use. You know, it doesn't look too unlike this plastic cup. But for a personal project for someone at work, and I was like, well, what else am I going to do with this clear red resin? And then it was like Melania released. I was like, oh my god, how cool. And she has her great rune in the background, so I was like, how cool would it be to like 3D print Melania and then like use the clear red resin to put the great rune behind her. But I have to actually like get through my projects at a reasonable pace if I ever want to do that. I thought about making that for my brother-in-law because he liked Elden Ring. And if I can get it done by Christmas, I think that'd be a cool gift. I'm glad I didn't get to Millennium when I played Elden Ring. She would get driven me insane. It's funny because like my first time through, I didn't have a big issue with her because I was playing. I think I was using the great. Oh my god, the Bloodhound's greatsword. Is that what it was? The curved greatsword that has like a natural bleed on it, and then of course I was using the Mimic tier, and it was only like a handful of attempts before I actually just like clobbered her. And then I get to her on stream, and I'm like, okay, I know what to expect, guys. So I show up, and I was playing like Strength Arcane. I had the Malai's Executioner sword. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna hit her with big swords and stun lock her. And then it was like, William, you're struggling. You've been here for a few hours, and like I was like summoning. I was like, guys, put down your summon sides. Let's get her. Like I'm so sick of trying to solo her. And I can't. Man, the guy who joined in was really funny. I think it was just a random guy I summoned, but he was. I think he had named himself Toby Maguire or something like that, or Bully Maguire, and he was like. He was throwing rocks and stuff at her. It's a really goofy meme build that saved the day. But yeah, I had on the on-stream playthrough, of course I struggled with her. Hey, take it easy, Cyberwolf. The waterfall dance is absolutely busted as an ability. It's like a weirdly specific pattern you have to move to dodge it, I think. To dodge every part of it, too, because it's like a multi-staged, multi-hit move. And if that wasn't BS enough, she heals when she hits you. And it's like, oh, that was like the one thing I had as the player character in this game was like I could heal damage, but the bosses couldn't. And she's like, LOL, watch this. It's like you can't even like go in and like guard against it, you know, like, okay, let me go like tanky and like just like soak her damage with like a shield or something. She's just gonna heal off of hitting your shield. Not a fun fight. Satisfying to defeat though, but it's like I'd rather fight Consort Radon again than go back and fight Melania. Cause I feel like his stuff was like telegraphed correctly, and like I knew how to dodge it. I don't know, maybe if I just learned how to dodge blood or waterfowl dance, I'd be fine. Though I think Radon took me multiple streams to beat. I mean, he's just hard. Like, he just takes so much damage in the DLC. There's 2 phases. He has an instant death attack, and it's just like so much to keep track of. But it felt doable. It was like every time I died, it was like, oh, okay, I didn't dodge in time, I didn't jump in time, I didn't move here, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Whereas against Melania, it was just like waterfowl dance. It was like, oh, okay, it's over. Like GG. And it's not like when you get her to phase 2, she doesn't stop that attack. She just does the phase 2 version of that attack too. It's just like, oh my god. Sorry, this part had a lot of layer lines on it, so it needs to be sanded down. You can dodge it, but it takes practice. Yeah, that was probably my issue, is just needing more practice against it. And spending too much time trying to find, like, cheese strats that work. Like summoning the red main archer or whatever his name was that had the great bow that would stun her. And so he's just at the back of the arena, just blasting her with arrows. Yeah, there's things like that were good. It was cool that, you know, I liked the summons mechanic in Elden Ring. You know, if they didn't want us to use it, they wouldn't have put it in the game. Because they even had upgrade materials for them too. Like I think it was a lot of encounters were probably scaled is the word I'm thinking of. Designed with the intention that the player character would summon. So you're probably just handicapping yourself by not doing it. Miyazaki himself admitting to using the Mimic, so it's all fair. Hell yeah. Mimic Tier was such a cool idea. And the fight against the Mimic Tier was pretty neat too. Like the boss version of it. Because you go and you fight a version of yourself that has like all your equipment, all your equipped items, all your armor, all your, you know. So like, it's funny to me to cheese that fight to like right before I walk through the gate, because it's not a boss fog on the first attempt, but right before I walk through, strip down, watch my Mimic Tier summon itself naked, and then it's like, okay, buddy, put all my armor back on. Good luck. But even like forgetting that you had like fire bombs on your belt could like be devastating for that encounter, because like you'll go in and be like, all right, buddy, what are you gonna do? And he just starts spamming throwables at you, and you're like, oh shoot, I should take these off my belt so my Mimic Tier doesn't spawn with them. I need more sanding strips. These specifically. This is my last one and it's getting clogged up. Oh, it's Sunday. Hobby Lobby's closed, obviously. Have to go tomorrow. I found it easier to dodge than the parry since dodging has a longer window to react. Yeah, I think dodging was better. It was just parry setting you up for the criticals was the risk-reward mechanic there. Hang on, I need to poke a hole here. There's a spot here in the... Ew, I need to get a new blade. What is wrong with my blade? Spot right here. She probably has like a bow tie or something that goes in to that little hole. But it had a tiny, tiny support in it. I was blocking it off. I'll probably pick up a new X-Acto knife tomorrow. This one's like 15 years old and I'm out of blades for it. There's another tool I saw online that was really cool. It had parts that slid into the X-Acto knife because the X-Acto knife has this whole cross part right here, and you slide the pieces in and then you tighten it up. But instead of it being a blade, it had blade shapes, but they were textured like sanding sticks. So like it was like sanding blades almost. I thought it looked really cool. Excuse me. Why is there a mark on her face? Try to sand that down. No, I took longer than I thought I would on this part. I thought I'd get to show off Guts tonight. We'll have to show off Guts another time. I don't have... She's not glued in place, but... This is how it's shaping up so far. Ta-da. Alright. Oh, this is going to be the hard one, is getting the legs in there. So there is a cool technique that I'm going to try to do for the fishnets here. It might be hard to pull off because I didn't realize how thin the fishnets are. But I'm going to prime it black. And then I'm going to paint her skin, you know, the skin. And then I'm going to come through and then with a teeny tiny brush of isopropyl alcohol, I'll wipe down the fishnets. And that'll pull the paint off. And it should just reveal the black primer underneath. So it should just be a really easy way to just get the pattern to come up without me having to sit here just like very carefully try to paint these thin lines on the for the fishnets. But I also did check with the customer and was like, hey, if I can't get the fishnets to look right, there's an alternate print where she's just bare-legged. Could I do that instead? And it was like, yeah, I guess. But I'm still going to try because theoretically the isopropyl alcohol stripping should get it to look right. And make it way easier and less stress on me. And I think it'd be a cool... You know, a cool little thing to show off and maybe make a video on. Who knows? At least a YouTube short. Tried some samosa yesterday after getting some from Safeway at 50% off. They were decent. Nice. I haven't had a samosa in a long time. I did have butter chicken the other night. I was like, wait, I can have dairy again, so I can eat Indian food again. I just have to watch out for the tomatoes. They use a lot of tomatoes in their stuff. I was like, man, I haven't had butter chicken in a super long time. Hey, what's up, Frankie? How are you doing? It's been a minute, dude. I hope you're doing well. Good. Good to hear. Yeah, I didn't do a good job cleaning this up whenever I last streamed cleaning this up. I'm still picking support pieces out. So the goal is to get the legs to come in flush. Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually pretty close. Actually, that's almost perfect. Yeah, just cleaning up a little bit to get the hole to fit. Giggity. Yep. Definitely a butt. Getting married in like a year? Hey, me too. Next year will be 20 years of me and my fiance dating. So we're finally like, hey, we better do it next year. So. We're actually looking at venues online today. Met her VTubing. Oh, that's cool. I wonder how many people can say that. Were you her manager for a long time? Following that meme. God willing, I'll be able to tie the knot in like 2 years. Hell yeah. No, but I became her editor. Fair enough. I had you edit one thing for me. I should have had I should use you for more editing. Unless you're busy. I also have to actually like record stuff that needs to be edited. Actually, you know, it's probably a good thing you didn't become my editor, because then you and I would have been getting married. I have to do like 10 clips a week. Hey, no problem. If you're too busy, I understand. I'm not even making anything right now. This is my first time streaming in like a month. I'm just trying to get these support marks off her legs. We want smooth, sexy legs. And these sanding sticks are really nice for just focusing on where the supports are and not accidentally sanding down the fishnets. Stopped streaming for editing, but I got the itch. Man, I wish I could have the itch for editing. I have so many ideas and I haven't implemented any of them. Better check it at the doctor. I know you're talking about the itch for streaming. I'm talking about like our itches need to cross the line. I need your itch for editing. Or I just need an itch for editing. You know, I'm sure like if I sit down and start recording myself talking or something, I'll get into the swing of it again. It's that, I don't know, I get a weird mental block looking at just like an empty canvas, you know, just like, oh my God, where do I start from? It's like a video. It's like, oh my God, where do I start from? And it's like, well, you probably start somewhere. And you just tackle a little bit at a time and it gets better. Yeah, there's a couple of spots. I think it'll just end up filling most of these. This is some harsh support marks. I don't think I can sand them away. The other part I'm worried about looking in the box here. She's got all these hair pieces. And I have to clean up all this. I don't know if it'll focus. You see the little marks on the hair? Gotta clean all that up. But we can't put too much pressure on it because the hair will break otherwise. Oh, I took a huge chunk out of her leg on this piece. We can get that filled in. Well, hang on, move that there. Ah. Count it down like 30 seconds or something. Smooth it out. Wish I had a timer anywhere here. Like the YouTube playlist or like how long I've been live. Just counting in my head. It's hard. I can't count that high. This is 113 minutes. I just meant like having something on my OBS over here that I can look at and watch it count up by the seconds so I know how long I've been holding the flashlight on there. We're gonna have to give this another go in just a second. I want to work on other parts. If I can get the thigh-hip connection flush, that's like 90% of the battle won. We can do everything else after. Local time in the corner. Like Dark Dave. I might as well just have the temperature there too. I'm gonna break this sanding stick trying to... There's a piece of support that fused to the side. I'll break my sanding stick trying to break it, so I might as well just sand it down. Like I'm lockpicking or something, but I'm just moving a stick back and forth. Oh, hang on, I have my knife. Maybe this will help. Hey, it's past the remote. What's up, dude? Why is this leg not as chewed up on supports as the other leg? Huh. Mysteries. Oh, I think my plan of filling in the support marks and then sanding it will make it look nice. We'll stick to that theory. Oh, I needed to dry fit here. Make sure it connects. Yeah. Boom. We got an ass. Hey, what's up, Baron? How are you doing? So she sits like this. Her head's turned coyly to the side. I'm gonna try to hold it up to the camera. Boom. looking pretty good. Actually, let me think about where the supports are. Because if the supports are face down, which most of them are, they're going to be on the bed. It's not going to matter. Yeah, I'm not going to stress about parts that... Two parts mated together, I don't need to care about how they look, because they're going to be stuck together. Okay. We're making good progress, I think. And then I look at how chewed up these ears are. I remember a certain YouTuber's girlfriend posing like that. Too bad I didn't know what to do with that. It would have been worse if she was wearing a bunny suit, huh? Though that probably wouldn't make it to YouTube. Were you watching his stream tonight? How's that going? I've been here doing this, so... I did not. He played Symphony of the Night in the day I could not bring myself to watch. We were talking about that earlier. I was unfortunately busy today, so I only saw the clip of him failing to save and then dying and then having to do the whole intro sequence again. And just cracking up at the idea of Dracula being like, wait, didn't I just see you come up here and call me a monster? What is a man? And what's wild too, I thought he hadn't played the game before, but everyone else pointed out to me like, no, he's played it. He never finished it. So it's like, oh, he's actually played this before, and there's like, what, forgot how the game plays and where to save and like everything about it. And also I was criticizing the whole point of there's so many new games and so many games he skipped that why would you pick up Symphony of the Night? Like, they didn't announce, as far as I know, they didn't announce a movie or a TV show or a cartoon or a remake or anything. Hey, what's up, Philip? I'm doing great. Rebranded, became a book writing YouTuber. Now, oh, that's cool. Hey, good luck with that. I've been good, just busy. Job's going well, but also job is chaotic because we don't have enough staff. I don't know, I should be streaming more, but I have found prioritizing my free time to be playing Slay the Spire with my wife than streaming. But we're starting a lot of 3D projects here to print and paint, so we'll probably do more of this stuff going forward. I got a horror one and one that's an isekai and one that's on music being used as weapons and powers. Oh, very cool. Well, my wife likes horror, so if you want someone to read your horror book, let me know. I can get it in her hands. Never played it either. Never had a PlayStation growing up. I thought it was a 3DS game. Yeah, thanks. I've been 3D printing a little over a year now. And really enjoying it. I've been running an Etsy store for over a year now. I need to like sit down and like, I think it'd be cool to do a video of this is what I learned for running an Etsy store for 1 year, something like that. You know, you see channels like that on YouTube. I think it'd be fun to do a little video on that. Symphony of the Night was on Sega Saturn? Oh. I didn't have that either, so completely missed me. We were a Nintendo household. Wait, where'd her bunny ears clip in? I mean, it lines up with her front hair. We'll work on that pillow next. Oh, I see. Here's like half of the back of her hair. So there's a slot here at the hood of the bunny hood. Goes in like that. Her head's got all these extra peg holes in it, so the front hair connects like that. The bunny hood there. The hair and the hood connect like this. But we've still got 3 more spots to put hair. She's got so much hair. Front hair sounds kind of giggity. On the most annoying piece of the whole project, I have these fucking rose petals. These are too small and weigh so little that if I try to spray primer on them, they just scatter everywhere. So I'm wondering if I should glue them onto the bed first and then prime them on the bed. Yeah, I'll just mark out where they're going to go and do it that way. Okay. Here we gotta clean up the shoes so the feet fit. I should just call it bunny ears instead of a bunny hood, right? I found that tacky poster stuff, a paint stir from the hardware store, might work for smaller things you need to prime. If I had an airbrush, I know you can airbrush primer on. I mean, they're literally just rose petals. I just need to paint them one color, pretty much. I don't think it'd be a big issue if I stuck them where they're going to go on the bed, glued them, and then primed them all together. I was priming RPG miniatures. Well, a lot of the techniques for painting minis kind of works for painting the larger stuff. At least that's what I've been doing. Unfortunately, the scale kind of shows mistakes easier. Boom. See? A little bit of sanding and then the heel fits. Right there in the bed. Yeah. Kai thinks I should do a Gunpla on stream. And Hobby Lobby sometimes sells Gunpla that I like, so maybe I should. I just have so many other projects to do. I have some characters that I've printed and listed on my store and never sold. And then I have other characters like Gigi from Hololive that I've sold like 20 of. I should probably do a sale of some of the other characters just so I can get them out of here. Free up space in my poor apartment. It's like above me I've got... Oh, this is a cool one. It's Leona Hydern. Also above me, I have... Oh, she's in pieces, but there's my Shiranui. In pieces and collecting dog hair. Oh. Why does her leg look weird? Oh, it's from dust from sanding. Oh. If I ever get quick at painting, I would probably paint my Shiranui. She seems really cool. Wait, what else is up there? What is this? Oh, those are more gloves. What am I doing with my life? I have too much stuff. I'm getting distracted while working. Why does put the tacky stuff, stick on the edge of the paint stirrer, put the mini on it? Oh, I see what you're saying. I would have to hope that the sticky stuff holds these little pieces. And I use a Prit tack. I've got plenty of sticky stuff. Gunpla assembling stream would be cool. Yeah, I'd like to get... I saw that they have Gunpla of the Evangelions. But I think Kai told me that those are like... I forget how all the grading goes. And he said that those weren't good. Probably too... more advanced, more parts or something. Or the opposite. Maybe he said they just weren't good quality. So then it'd be, I'd want probably anything from Gundam Wing or G Gundam. Alright, sand her shoe a little bit. Look into getting a hand cam set up. Yeah, if you don't have I already had this camera for like my Rocky cam. I changed where my desk is though, so I can't really do a Rocky cam like I used to. But if you don't have a camera, I can shoot you a link for an Amazon camera that Cyberwolf pointed out to me. It's a they call it a document camera. But it's like it's like $50 and it's a good quality camera with a light and everything on it, already on a stand and everything good to go. Like my mom started doing crochet as a YouTube channel, and I recommended it to her, and she uses it too. So it's like it's just nice to hear a recommendation and recommend it to someone else and it works out for them too. So what's her channel? You know what? I am such a horrible son. I have never asked her what her channel is. I'll have to find her channel. I'll ask her next time I talk to her. Yeah, we got shoes digging in the bed there. Very soft looking bed. Which is funny. It's funny like having pillows and stuff for this project because it's hard. It's super hard resin, but they're supposed to look soft, Excuse me. Sorry. Silently burping over here. I just want to make sure this fits right. Boom. Alright, this isn't as daunting as I thought it was going to be. I hate getting in my own head and be like, oh no, it's not going to be good. It's going to be too hard. And then I start and I'm like, oh, it's not that big a deal. I'm such a baby. My own worst enemy. Okay, well, we got to figure out a way to get this. I'll have to sand this down, I think. Get the cottontail into the bottom of the suit. Oh, the Gigi model that I finished, I bought some foam, stacked it, and then I cut out shapes for the different parts before shipping it. So I think that's what I'm going to do going forward for the painted pieces, is I buy some cutout foam so that way it's very safe during transport. So when we do the Guts giveaway, I can be sure that the person receives an intact, fully painted Guts piece. Because I have thought about just like giving away some of the prints, but that's like, for some people it's like, oh, if I don't know how to paint or if I don't know how to put it together, or it's not really that exciting of a prize, you know? Okay, I think I didn't clear out this hole. Okay, let's try getting that in there again. Okay, I think it might just be a little bit. I just need to thin it down just a little bit more. Hopefully without breaking it. I guess it's not the end of the world if it breaks. I can just glue it straight on. We'll thin down the edges, the corners. That should make it fit better. And I'll shave the edge of it, the end of it too, so it's a little bit shorter in case it's bottoming out. Just like this. Hey, getting in my own head, the echo is insane. Try not to break it inside there. It's a little wet in there. That's a problem too. All right. Almost sanded down enough. Take a little bit more off the sides. I made it longer on one end than the other, huh? It's a little funny. Hey, there we go. She's got a little bunny tail. Hopefully I can get it out without breaking it. Yep. Excellent. Okay, so I can paint that white because it doesn't need to be any other color. All right. Great progress so far. Okay. Gonna have to call it here, guys. Sorry I couldn't go for a full 3 hours, but I do have work in the morning. But made good progress. It was a good stream to get back into streaming on, I think. Sorry I didn't get to Guts. But we'll work on all these little pieces next time. Those don't need as much work as the bed needed. The bed needed a ton of work to get everything to fit. But yeah, we'll pick this up next time. We'll get her looking nice and smooth and make sure everything dry fits together before we prime her. And then we'll work on Guts. And then once those two are primed, then we'll start painting them. I think is what we'll... It's not even a think. That's definitely what we're going to do. We'll pause our music. Yeah, have a good night, Insectoid. Stay dangerous, mercenary. Take care, darn sig. Let's find... Swollen Dingus is playing Yoshi in the Mysterious Book. That sounds like fun. Yeah, take care, Broken Heart. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to hit the /raid Swollen Dingus. No more underscores. He has become a Twitch partner. He has transcended. And do I know anyone on YouTube who's streaming right now? Oops. Hang on, that's the wrong button. How do I do this? It's been a minute. Edit. Here we go. Customization. Oh, Ice is playing Darktide. We were just playing Darktide. Or talking about Darktide. We weren't playing it. Yeah, let's go say hi to Ice. Oh, wait, he started streaming at 5 o'clock. I don't know if he's still going. The Twins are playing Arcane Library Cleanup. But that was 2 hours ago. Maybe they go for another hour. Okay, let's go hang out with Yuki and Yuna. If you guys want to see Arcane Library Cleanup. Like I said, I'll try to stream more, even if they're short streams. So my goal will be to show up tomorrow for a little bit. But we'll see if that actually happens. Anyways, take care, everyone. Go say hi to Dingus. Go say hi to Yuki and Yuna. Take care. Stay safe. Make good decisions. Bye-bye.